And just get the life the guy. It's such a sweetheart. The only person that I've seen her have a true hatred for is Sedona. Oin? Oh, okay.
Well, I gotta go all the way out to the power lines mowing. I looked at it when I did this just now. It occurred to me that last summer I had a moratorium on mowing anything. The lawn out here, the lawn, the sand pit, gravel pit, anything that was going to grow, I let it go. At any rate, doing the driveway, I had let that go all summer, and it was really crowding the tracks. So this year I remembered I was going to cut a mower width on each side, all the way out, all the way back. And every time I have to think about that, I look at what's growing there. Oh no, I feel like it's my babies all over again. There's a lot more where that came from, so we can sacrifice one mower width on each side. I didn't see one tick on me yesterday at all, which is really curious. Are they starting their midsummer retreat? Did find one on the kitchen counter this morning. Just walking along like, and they don't bother me particularly. I'm curious about the distances they go. I've found one on the side of the washing machine. I found one on a coverlet on the floor beside the washing machine. Found one on the bathroom sink, just walking along. A couple on the bathroom walls. I found one on the hand towel in the kitchen. Before I could get to it, he had crawled underneath to hide. Too late, I got it. But I think they're all coming in on Suki. It's a bumblebee. Bumblebees are all right. They are not aggressively hostile yet. Okay, I gotta split some wood. I'm making good headway. Finally remembered yesterday, after being daunted by how much it takes to get a wheelbarrow full, and then how much one wheelbarrow full does not fill the woodshed much at all. How many loads it takes. And then I remembered yesterday, you just quit thinking about how much you have to do and how much work it is. I don't mind the work at all. As I finally got into a groove of not even thinking about it, I just pick up the next piece, set it up there, and this birch. One of the problems with it, it takes extra work because the bark around most of the chunks is so tightly fibrous that you swing the axe at it, and these big ones take 3, 4, or 5 hits before you can split the bark enough where, okay, it relaxes and lets the wood split. But until you get to that point, it's fighting it. And then once it's split all the way down, bark around the outside, then you can just peel it off. Some of the chunks, I have to swing the axe, turn it, another one, turn it, another one, go back. And by the time you finally get the birch bark to split open, you get 4 firewood-sized chunks fall out. Oh, they're all done. You just pick them up and put them in the wheelbarrow. That's not where I wanted it. Jesus. Whoa, okay. What is going on here? It's as bad as strapping bands for strength. Well, I see a bump there. That means there's a knot. There's a yellow jacket. First one of the season. Wow, man. Look at the swirl. That is a problem area. Yeah. That's too big. No, it's not. Last year I began splitting these bigger because the previous years I was making them too small, burning up too quickly. And the danger here now is don't let them get too big. Like that one is. Jesus. Oh my God. It's very rarely that this axe bounces off, laughs at me, taunting me. Yeah, see, that was lurking inside, and that was causing much of the problem. See, this is that knot I talked about. That's why I didn't want to hit it there, because chaos. I could, with the chainsaw, cut this in half and use it as a knuckle, which I think I'm going to do. I'm never going to get this split down. Knuckle. Same. I don't like this. Just walked by here. Clover is yellowing. Come on, it's not even halfway through June yet. I am irate. We are well on our way to a drought again, and I'm fit to be tied with upset. I don't want to go through that again, at least not for the next 20 years. Last summer's drought and heat were killers. And once again, we got denied rain today. The 91% chance of rain we were supposed to have for today, they were telling us back on Wednesday and Thursday, it dissipated into nothing. How does that happen all the time? How can they be so wrong so constantly? See, I've been trying to look the other way and pretend this isn't really happening. This isn't going to happen this year. No, this is not going to happen. It's a temporary lull in the normal amount of rain. We're supposed to get an inch a week to keep things going. And now I guess I've just given up. Here we go again. Torturous. Okay, enough of that. Suki and I every time we walk back from the mailbox, she does her little dancing jig as we approach Turtle Trot Trail. And we haven't been on Turtle Trot Trail since last fall. All winter it's closed because of snow. And then it opened up and we haven't been up there, so that's where we're going. Bless her little patient heart. And I've sprayed myself down. What the hell is it? Did I walk by it? I did. Well, I'll get her moving. Okay, come on. Got to get the lawnmower in here. I much prefer that to the weed whacker. But this is what I have to go through here first and pick up all of the branches and sticks and stones. Yeah, I'd really like to open this up. It becomes such a friendlier place. And I've refused to take Suki to the field since a week ago when we were over there, which I think I ranted about because we came back. She got on the love seat and was depositing, or more accurately, ticks were jumping off her like rats off a sinking ship. And literally, I picked a couple dozen off of her and the love seat. All live and crawling. They hadn't had a chance to bite her yet, to get into her poison. Oh, that's right. That's not going to happen. As in walking back along the birch trail. Okay, we can't go this way. Well, I will in another 2 or 3 weeks once the pond dries up again. But I'm not ranting or resentful at all. I said I was going to shut up. I'm not. Is this the new normal for us in northern Minnesota? Southern Minnesota's continuing to get their rain as usual. And here we are, as usual, high and dry. Well, I'm going to go split some wood. The wood I brought in from the north meadow just now. That was about a 6-foot chunk of that birch tree that Chuck and I took down last fall. And it was a little bit lodged in there. Not real easy to get at, but didn't want to waste it. Because that 6-7 foot chunk represents probably 3 or 4 days worth of firewood in midwinter, January, February. Wouldn't I kick myself if I ran out of wood second week of January and I remembered that chunk up there? Wouldn't I be chagrined? Well, Suki, we had our walk along Turtle Trot Trail. That's nice. Very nice. Wonderful good. The chunk that I split up yesterday after the one I showed you me struggling with for 15 to 20 minutes, I don't know how long, but the next one went the way I had described it. I got one cut in. See, you can't get right down the middle. There's no way that whole thing is going to split. You got to get chopped around there. Then there's not nearly as much resistance from the outside, and this piece will, 50% of the time, will swing out. Then the birch bark is open, and like that one, it was split all the way down, so the birch bark just pulled right off. So let's see if we can do that again. Too far inside. That is the ticket. Yes. That is heavy stuff. 1/4 of an inch thick, saturated. And I'd like to get it off now if I can, because as this wood is seasoning, it falls off. Or you go to collect it in the wintertime and you knock it off. Well, I don't need it on there. I don't want to burn it. A couple of the pieces I split yesterday, I emptied the wheelbarrow here just before I started. before I went down there to get the chunks. But stacking it in the woodshed, a few of them were just too massive. It's hard to judge them, you know. It's